And that's what Lenny was worried about, the offensive rebounding potential of the Celtics. They got to control the defensive boards to be able to get the run.
McHale with about 3 moves before he lays it in with a finger roll. Guards for the Celtics. Mark Price, Greg Elo at the guard positions for the Cavaliers. Bird continues his hot hand.
The loss. Doherty, a big factor in that series.
Bird, 2 for 2. When Larry Bird is feeling that turnaround drop step jump shot, you know that he's feeling his perimeter game. We'll see John Williams coming into the ball game. McHale drew the double team, but Bennett is too short to defend him. Mark Price, averaging nearly 20 a game, kicks it out to Bennett. Nice spin move inside. Bennett doesn't get the bounce. Parrish does get the rebound. Boston up by 2. Reggie Lewis blows past Elo.
Thing is, he got lucky because he made a smart play.
Bird from 17. He's 3 for 3. Pass Dennis Johnson. Dishes inside to Nance, who gets the bucket. Another assist to Mark Price. Mark, in these 5-game winning streak, is averaging 27 points a game for Cleveland and 9 assists. He's been playing very well. He says it's easy to play better with the healthy players, and Bird is 5 of 5 in 3-point shots this year. Elo on the drive, blocked by Parrish. Dennis Johnson wants to run Cleveland back quickly, but Lewis is going to pull up and miss. Bird with the one-touch rebound to McHale. Oh my, Larry Bird's on fire. Oh,
he's just so aware of what's happening on the court. I mean, plays like that from Larry Bird, you know, he makes it look so easy, but they're so well thought out.
Well, look out playoffs if he keeps that up. Doherty from the baseline. So you say continues by 10.
You say a lot of this game's instinctive. That was instinctive only to the point that he knew the situation what it was at the time to be able to make it an instinctive move like that.
Johnson isolated against Mark Price, who plays it right in his face. Back to Bird. Right-handed hook jump. He's 6 out of 6.
Able to know what the situation is. He's able to survey the situation. The ball will come off quickly. Boom. To McHale. See, he knew McHale was there, and he just tapped it right to him. McHale lays it back in.
Ford filled in for Jimmy, who was in Chicago with his sick father. Chris Ford 2-0 in the NBA coaching. Bird is 7 of 7 with 14 points now. Nance from Price, and Cleveland having a nightmare shooting. The long pass from Bird to Lewis. It's all Boston early on, 32-18.
They're executing very well. And Dennis Johnson has done a great job on trying to keep the ball out of Price's hands. Price needs to get a little bit more involved and take a few more shots. He's only been able to penetrate and dish off.
Nice pass here, dishing off to Hot Rod Williams. Price goes for the 3 and gets it. No, it's a 2. He stepped on the line. Give us the Scooter update. How's he doing?
He's working hard. They're in the playoffs, second round, but he is kind of like an Elo and a Hornacek type of player.
Doherty gets it from 14 feet, and Brad Doherty has 6 points. Cleveland making a run here, down now by 7 to Boston. Boston has not scored in the quarter until now. Reggie Lewis inside of Elo, and Lewis has 8. Boston by 3. 4:52 to go first half. Bird with a nice pass to Gamble. Got hammered hard by Rollins. That's 2 on Trent. Bird against Williams. Now the double team. The open man. Dennis Johnson, who took it inside.
To try and throw it in there.
4 Boston turnovers. Price hits the 3.
Well, I guess that's one way to get open. Throw.
At age 36, Robert Parrish is 7th in the history of the NBA in scoring for a 36-year-old. Bird! Nance and Doherty, so nobody in double figures, but you got 3 guys getting 8 a game for you. McHale. From Larry Bird, McHale with 16, Bird with 19.
Well, Bird's going to have a triple-double real quick here. He's already up to 9 assists now. Had 8 rebounds also.
Williams on the drive. Bird and McHale were there. I think it was McHale who got it.
I'd credit that one to Bird. It'll be interesting. Let's see if we can find out.
Let's give it to Bird. Doherty against Parrish. The jump hook. Rebound Bird.
Well, needs an assist, and he's got his triple-double. There it is.
A triple-double for Bird with 7:42 to go in the third quarter. Press written consent of the National Basketball Association is prohibited. Price got the pick from Doherty, then the roll. Doherty took it to the lane, and McHale stopped the shot. Picked off by Elo. Nance to Doherty to Nance. Missed the layup. 11 Robert Parrish rebounds tonight. Bird to Lewis. It's blocked by Larry Nance.
He should have dropped that ball off to McHale.
Bird now posted down there against Elo. The nice pass to Gamble. What a shot by Kevin Gamble. Trouble in the paint for Winston. Blocked by McHale from behind. Gamble shovels to Parrish for the jam. Nice move by Bennett. Blocked by McHale. Bird to Parrish. Oh, the Celtics executing transition basketball.
This player, he got him off to a great start with his offense. Then he started passing, rebounding, doing the other things. As long as the team was in control of stuff, he just felt it wasn't necessary to have to do that.
Big of him to take his triple-double and go home, huh?
Yeah.
Boston now by 12. Bird against Elo with 10 on the shot clock. A shot, and of course a basket, and of course the foul and an opportunity for a three-point play.
To do it in the remaining years, you have to get a lot of attempts and shoot a really, really high percentage.
And he's not been getting as many this year because of his perimeter game. Bird hit Gamble, who tried to hit Parrish. Bird said at the All-Star break down in Miami that he did not realize how weak his legs had become his rehabilitation. Bird to McHale this time, and said that he was now at that time on a weightlifting program to really rebuild his particularly lower legs. And I think that's been the difference since the All-Star break.
Well, he's been certainly worked at a shot all the time, and definitely if your legs go on you, that's when you have a problem. Hey, any athlete, you know, the legs go, you got some serious difficulties.
It's not something Larry Bird does that often, but he said he took his leg strength for granted as he was rehabilitating. Now he's got the isolation against Bennett. He'll take the shot. They're waving the bat. Yes, the basket, good. He has 24.
See, I tell you about it, he is just absolutely stroking it beautifully right now. And if he wanted to, he could have had an incredible game just in scoring points. But here you have, we got him in the air, the paratrooper club, the continuation, nothing but net, or barely glanced the rim, and
the turnover. Saved beautifully by Dennis Johnson, who hit the seats. Let's see if he's all right. He's still not back in the court. Gamble gets the hoop, and Johnson finally crawls out of the crowd. Gamble. Missing. Boy, Kerr took a shot and went down to the floor. Gamble's hot. Of course, that came from guess who? 16 assists for Larry Bird.